So I'm waiting for my video to export, so I thought I'd do some laundry, and I probably should be listening to one of my audiobooks, but instead I'm watching Bibliothon videos. Waiting for that last little bit to process. Okay, so the video is officially uploaded. It should be, at least. I set it for 2:30. But now all I have to do is comment on the video challenge video. But first I have to make some lunch. It's already like 4:30 in the afternoon / evening, and I did get the challenge video up for today, but I'm still on chapter 3 of Eliza and Her Monsters. And I have some laundry and stuff around the house to do, so I think I'm gonna start one of the audiobooks. And I think I'm so nervous about starting audiobooks because I just recently started being able to listen to them. I want to do it for the book I care least about, but I also want it to be productive, so I want to do it for one of the 4 that I absolutely need to read. So I think I'm going to try and start the Lifeboat Click. And I am renting all my ebooks or audiobooks through Hoopla or Overdrive through my library. And if this doesn't work out, I'll probably try and switch to probably Otherworld, which I'm trying to save for last because it doesn't complete any of the challenges. Hello. So it's about 9:30 at night, and I haven't read any more of Eliza at all today. However, while I was busy doing other things, I was able to listen to the audiobook for the Lifeboat Click, and I have maybe an hour left, so I'm almost done with that. I might be able to finish that tonight, maybe, if I can listen to it while I edit. But yeah, I thought it was going to be kind of weird listening to the Lifeboat Click as an audiobook because I had already read the first chapter, so I kind of had my own ideas about it. But the person who is reading the book is really great at changing her voice for the different people. I don't want to give anything away about it, but there's this blurb on the front of it from Jessie Andrews, the author of Me and Earl and the Dying Girl, which is another book that I really liked. And it says, a savagely funny book, and that's just the perfect way to describe it because it is funny, but it's also savage and scary and depressing. Both of the books I'm reading are really good. I've just been so busy with editing the videos. I'm seriously debating pulling an all-nighter just to get ahead on the video editing because I feel like I'm getting so behind in both things. But we'll see. I'll probably get tired and go to sleep. So as you can see, I am wearing a face mask. That's why my face looks like this. It's currently after 12 a.m. so it's technically the 5th day of the Biannual Bibliothon. I just edited my challenge video for day 5, literally a failed 24-hour readathon vlog. But I'm gonna put it up anyway because I want to do every challenge day. And I'm hoping this vlog is coming out better than that one did. I have made some steady progress in Otherworld. I don't know if I read any of Eliza today, maybe 1 page. But I'm currently at 52% through Otherworld, which is okay. I did spend most of the day editing, but that's how I got yesterday's video and today's video edited. I need to get this one scheduled to go up. And I might still, even depending on how tired I am, start working on another video. Either maybe tomorrow's video or the try a chapter that I filmed all the way back at the beginning of this week that still needs to go up. So I'm going to wash this mask off my face and probably go back to editing, and I hopefully will get some reading done in there too, and I will check back in with you guys tomorrow morning. Are you focused on me? I can't even tell at this point. I don't think so. I think it's focused back there. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Hi. So it's currently like 10:30 and it's day 5 of the Biannual Bibliothon. I did get my video up. I scheduled it for today yesterday, so it's all been up. I almost didn't comment it on the challenge video, but I decided to, even though it was a total fail. But I'm hoping this one will be better. After editing that one, I realized the lighting is pretty bad and it definitely affects the quality, so I'm trying to add more lighting without making it too intense. We'll see. I also decided to put on some makeup today, but only because my face, which you can probably see because I didn't put too much coverage on, and even if I did, you probably could still see it, is my face is totally breaking out. I have no idea why. Just hates me. I also put the camera on a tripod and I'm holding the tripod to see if that helps with because the camera seemed really too close to my face, but I can't zoom it out anymore because with the lens I use it doesn't zoom out anymore, and my arms are only so long. So this way you can be a little bit farther from me, not too close up. Yeah, I'm working on my vlogging skills. I promise these vlogs will get better. But so far I've started working on tomorrow's challenge video, which I think will go by quickly, and then I want to work on my chapter challenge video to get that up today if possible, or tomorrow at the latest. And I do need to probably also start working on the bookish Etsy video because I know that's going to be like a monster to do. But I don't really want to because I just want to sit and read because I'm 60% of the way through Otherworld right now. Don't pay attention to Renegades, I haven't started it yet. I'm like 60% of the way through Otherworld. And I do also really just want to sit down and really get into Eliza because I have only 3 days of this readathon left. Almost 2.5 at this point. So we'll see what happens. It's gonna be whatever wins out, wins out. I might also try to do some reading sprints today. So far this morning though, I have been replying to quite a few very nice comments on my latest challenge videos. If you've left a comment on any of my challenge videos, thank you so much. I got some very nice ones, especially on my sing-along challenge, which was nice to see because I was very nervous about uploading that. Yeah, I will keep you guys posted as things happen. So far, this vlog has probably been pretty boring because all I've been doing is editing. But I'm trying to get up a challenge video for every day like I said I would in every single video. So bear with me. This vlog is also pretty boring probably because I haven't actually gone anywhere and vlogged anything outside of my house. The thing is, I don't see myself going anywhere anytime soon, but one thing I thought I might do is last year when I did the Book Depository, one of the challenges was to read a book outside, and I didn't actually complete that challenge because you were supposed to read the whole book outside, which I didn't do, but I did spend quite a few hours reading outside, just in my front yard or my backyard, and I actually really enjoyed it. I liked it a lot more than I thought I was going to, so I thought I might try doing that this readathon and maybe vlog that if it happens. The problem is, besides the whole bunch of editing I have to do, the other problem is we have reached the rainy season here in Florida, and it rains, stops raining, starts raining again very often right now. So if I get a dry patch of day, it'll be very hot. But I will try to get out there. I don't want to get the camera wet though, so I'm going to be very cautious about this. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Hello. I don't know how this lighting is, but we're gonna go with it. So it's currently 11 p.m. How did this happen? So I did edit the spy and poetry video for tomorrow, and I'm almost done editing the challenge video, but right when I was finishing, I started falling asleep because I been staying up till 2 o'clock in the morning every night. So I fell asleep at like 4 and didn't wake up until like 6 in the evening, so I lost some time there, but I'm hoping to get that video just like done right about now, and then I could start editing my video for the last day, the Etsy shop video, because I know that's gonna take a long time and I really want it to come out good. But I think what I'm gonna do instead is read, because I'm running out of days to read my reading challenge books. So I think I might read instead. Yeah, I don't know, because I do still want to do the thing where I read outside. So I don't know if I'm being totally unrealistic with this, but I think that's what I'm gonna do, because I want to finish Otherworld, and it's gonna be so stupid because Otherworld doesn't fulfill any of the challenges, but I have to finish it now because finally, oh my gosh, I have so many theories about what's gonna happen, and I don't want to share them here because I don't want to spoil anybody. He finally realized the thing that I was like, it's so obvious, and he hasn't realized it. Is he gonna realize it? And now it's just, he did realize it, and now it's mostly just stuff that I think might be this is what's happening, but I have no idea. So that's exciting and interesting, and I'm liking this book a lot more than I thought I was going to. Yeah, but I'm thinking just because Eliza and her monsters is going so slowly for me right now, just because I haven't had time to read it, I think I'm going to finish the outside. I think I'm gonna finish Otherworld, and I might start and hopefully try to finish The Outsiders, just because it's so short, and I'll be able to accomplish one of the reading challenges with it, and I might do that and then jump back into Eliza. And then to complete all the reading challenges I want to complete, I'll just have to read When Dimple Met Rishi, which is another big one, and I had the audiobook for it, but I don't, well, it's not that big. It's finely sized, but I have the audiobook for it, but I want to read it like not on audiobook, even though I am liking audiobooks more and more. It's just different when you actually read it than if you listen to it. It's one of the reasons I've been like, I'm still listening to Otherworld as an audiobook, but I've also switched to reading it as an ebook because I want to also have the experience of reading it. So I'm doing both. That's everything for right now. I'm gonna try and finish editing the chapter challenge video. I might start editing the Etsy one, but I have a feeling I'm just going to try to get some reading done because I really want to. And maybe if there are sprints still going on, I'll do a sprint. If I do, I will turn this back on and we will sprint together. So see you in a bit, maybe. We'll see. Okay, later. It's currently 11:45, so it's almost afternoon. I have not been doing nothing this morning though. I did, because yesterday I finished updating the 2 videos. I uploaded them this morning. One of them is actually going up at 12, but my spy and poetry one was up at like 9:30. I managed to finish reading Otherworld, and it was really good. I was very surprised by how much I enjoyed it. I ended up giving it 4 stars, which I was not expecting myself to do. It's not a standalone, it's a series. The second one, it's called Other Earth. It's gonna be weird, because this one was weird. I don't know what's gonna happen now. Obviously, okay, I can't say anything because spoilers, obviously. But there's this little part at the end where something happens and I'm just confused about it, and I don't know if you're supposed to be confused about it or if you're supposed to like get it because of other stuff that happened in the book that I didn't just pick up on. So I don't know if I'm like totally being oblivious to something, which would be ironic considering how much I complained about the main character being oblivious to stuff. Or if you're just not supposed to know and it's like this what is happening kind of cliffhanger for the end of the book, but it's kind of done in a weird way if it is that. It's kind of like so much so that I did wonder if like the ebook copy like cut off in the middle of a paragraph or something. Because it's a weird sentence to end a book with, I feel like. I don't know, if you've read it, let me know in the comments what you thought of that ending. Did it feel like an ending to you? Because I know it's a series and technically it's not the end, but it should be an ending. Like, the scene overall does feel like an ending because we've come full circle, things have happened, this is the resolution to this part. I get that. But the last paragraph or the last sentence does not feel like that final ending to me. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Really good book. But yeah, I've gotten to chapter 8 in Eliza and Her Monsters. It's going so slowly for me because I just can't sit down and read it because I have other stuff to do. And I decided to start The Outsiders because I think that'll give me the satisfaction of finishing a book pretty quickly. Also, technically it's a reread, but I haven't read any of the special stuff that's in the anniversary edition. So I thought it would be a good read for the readathon. It's completing the challenge of the last book I bought. I read the Lifeboat Click first. That completed the challenge for the read the first chapter of 3 different books, pick one, read it. So I did that first. And then this one will complete the last book you bought challenge. And if I can read Eliza and Her Monsters and When Dimple Met Rishi, these both can double up for 2 challenges. This one I originally am using for the Own Voices Different From You challenge, and it also can work for the TBR challenge, the pick from someone else's TBR, because I've seen it on a lot of people's TBR for the Biannual Bibliothon. And this one I picked for the 5-star read challenge. Pick a book that you think is going to be a 5-star read. I picked this one, but this one can also work for the book that's been on your TBR for over a year. So if I can get those 2 read, I can complete all the challenges. Instead, I read Otherworld, which doesn't complete any challenges. I picked it because I'm not reading the group book. So I picked Otherworld to kind of replace that group book because it was the group book for a different round of the Biannual Bibliothon. But because of that, it technically does not complete any of the challenges. I think I'm going to start editing the Etsy video because right now I'm kind of inspired to do it. I think I know how I want it to be, how I want it to go. And if that doesn't prove to be more complicated than I'm thinking it's going to be, I'm hoping it'll go smoothly the way I want to do it. And if that doesn't prove too complicated, it shouldn't take that long. It's totally going to take me all day. But anyway, that's what I think I'm going to do right now. I also really want to start getting caught up on people's Bibliothon videos so I can watch them and like them and comment on them. I don't know if I'm going to have time to do that today though. And I still want to do my self-imposed reading outside thing. I think it'll just be fun to read outside a little bit. So hopefully I'll be able to do that today. We'll see. I really, if not today, possibly tomorrow. I might also try to pull an all-nighter tonight because it's the last night of the readathon. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe. So this is what my, necessary TBR looks like right now. This is my most realistic version of the TBR that I can come up with, is to finish these 3 in the next 2 days. Day and a half, really. Oh boy, I don't know if it's that realistic. The only audiobook I have out of these 3 is the one for When Dimple Met Rishi, and I really don't want to listen to When Dimple Met Rishi because I want to read it. But if I get desperate, I might start listening to it, because when I'm listening to the audiobook on 2x speed, I'm pretty sure I'm reading it faster than I can read. And I'm not sure if that's true. I don't know. I think it might be. And the thing is, I can do it while I'm doing other stuff around the house. So that's why the 2 books I've already finished are ones that I listen to mostly on audiobook. So I will talk to you guys in a little bit, probably. Hello again. It's currently 4:30 in the evening. And I'm still working on editing this video. I did take a pretty long break for lunch though, so I can't really complain. I am still thinking that I'm going to try to read outside today. The sunset is supposed to be at around like 8:30, so I'm thinking maybe around 6 I'll go outside. So as you can probably notice, I'm back inside. It's about 7:30, and I was planning to stay out until like 8, but then I looked at my phone and I remembered that the BookNet Fest live Twitter chat is at 8. I am planning to go to BookNet Fest this year, and I'm trying to participate in all the stuff, so I definitely need to be online for that. Did manage to read quite a bit of Eliza while I was outside. I feel like I'm almost halfway through, I think. So it's currently after 12 a.m., almost 12:30, which makes it officially Friday, the 7th and last day of the Biannual Bibliothon. As you can see, did manage to do my bath bombs, so them fizzing will be part of the Etsy shop video, hopefully. And the thing is, I also want to get the listing up on Etsy before the video goes live. So I'm also gonna try and do that, and also try to read. Alright, so reading in my room is not working out for me right now because I keep almost falling asleep. So I thought I would try reading outside again. The problem with that is that's what the sky looks like right now. So I'm hoping it doesn't rain on me. Let's find out. Can you see that? So I am here to finish up the vlog. It's actually Saturday, so the day after the Bibliothon. The Bibliothon is officially over, but last night or early this morning, depending on how you look at it, I was so tired that I didn't really like wrap up what I had done that day, so I thought I would just quickly do that. So if I'm remembering correctly, because the whole day is kind of a blur, that's what happens when you're working on little sleep, as maybe some of the rest of you who did this readathon know, I think that I finished reading Eliza and Her Monsters that same day. I can't remember if it was that same day or the day before, but I think it was the same day, which doesn't make sense because that means I read 2.5 books in one day. I really don't know. I think I did. I think I finished Eliza and Her Monsters that day. And then I started The Outsiders, but I only got halfway through when I decided, well, I started it, I decided I had some stuff to do around the house, so I started When Dimple Met Rishi as an audiobook. Then I started reading When Dimple Met Rishi. Oh, I actually did a little kind of experiment because I think I said earlier in this vlog that I thought maybe listening to the audiobook would be faster than the speed I read at. So what I did is I started the audiobook and I decided to try and read while I was listening to the audiobook, but I found that I was reading faster than the audiobook, just by a little bit. And so I did a little test where I would start the audiobook at the same place I was reading, same word, and then I would take off the headphones, leave them over there, read some of the book, and stop reading and put on the headphones while I was looking down at the page and see if I was ahead of the audiobook, and I was like always ahead of the audiobook. So technically I can read faster than at least this audiobook on 2x speed. So that actually kind of motivated me. Like, I would keep the audiobook on but not be listening to it, and then every once in a while I would check in and I would be like, yes, I'm still ahead of the audiobook, I'm making good time. So that was a weird kind of thing that I did. So I got to about halfway through Dimple Met Rishi, I think, before I tried to keep reading The Outsiders. I waited till I got halfway through The Outsiders and then decided that I really needed to keep reading When Dimple Met Rishi. And because I had to go eat dinner, I decided to listen to the audiobook while I did that, and that really actually got me some reading time. So I did manage to finish Dimple Met Rishi like 1 minute after midnight, so I'm still counting it as part of the Bibliothon. And I'm gonna tally up like all my pages, all the pages I read, all the books, all the challenges I completed, and I'm gonna talk about that in a wrap up that I'm gonna film, I think, tomorrow. And that is probably gonna also take a while to upload. This is probably like weeks after the Bibliothon. I'm sorry that it's going up so late. I did not manage to finish reading The Outsiders, and I don't even know if I'm gonna continue rereading it because I am curious about the stuff in the back, but I have a lot of other stuff to do, and I really just think that I want to just save it and reread the whole thing again at the same time when I like rent the movie to watch the movie, so I can do a review of both. If you haven't noticed, I like to do combined book and movie reviews on my channel. It's just I like to watch the movies or TV shows based off the books, and I like to talk about it. And I hope you guys like watching it because I really like doing that. So yeah, that's what I read on the last day of the Bibliothon. If you want to know more about all the books I read during the Bibliothon, how much, what I liked, what I didn't like, what I rated everything, subscribe and stay tuned because I will be uploading a wrap-up video where I go into all of that from the Bibliothon. If you like this vlog, you can let me know by giving it a like. I'm trying to up my vlogging game. Also, let me know in the comments if you did a vlog for the readathon. If you did, I'd love to watch it. I try to upload a new bookish video to this channel every Friday, so subscribe if you want to see more. Thanks for watching. Bye.